Okay, fifth grade, we are on our last part for today. It is rocks. Beneath the soil, the earth's crust is made of solid material called rock. God formed rocks in the beginning when He laid the foundation of the earth, and He also planned a way for new rocks to be formed by natural processes. Rocks are made of one or more inorganic or non living substances called minerals. Minerals have special characteristics which we will study later. Can you think of products that you use every day which come from rock? Tiny pieces of rock were used to make the glass you drank from yesterday at dinner. The house in which you live would probably fall to pieces if you removed everything that had its beginnings as rock, such as the foundation, the bricks, the drywall found in the walls, and the windows. You probably drive or walk to school on artificial rock called concrete. Igneous rock. Rocks can be classified as igneous, sedimentary, metamorphic, according to how scientists think they are formed. You will recall that the Earth's mantle contains very hot, partly liquid rock called magma. Because the magma is under great pressure, it will flow. When magma cools, it hardens and forms igneous or fiery rock. Occasionally, the magma is forced through the Earth's crust as at a volcano. The magma, now called lava, hardens quickly as it cools, forming igneous rock, such as obsidian or pumice. Sometimes the magma does not erupt through the surface of the earth, but pushes up into underground cracks into the existing rock and cools slowly below the surface to form such rock as granite or basalt. Pumice and obsidian. Although pumice and obsidian are both formed from cooling lava, from quick cooling lava, they have very different appearances. Pumice forms from lava that is full of gases. The gases quickly escape from the lava, leaving a foam which hardens. The air holes in this hardened foam or pumice make it light enough to float. It is used for scouring, scrubbing, and polishing. Dentists sometimes use a material which contains pumice to clean your teeth. Obsidian, on the other hand, is a clear, shiny black rock with sharp edges. Because it looks like glass, it is sometimes called volcanic glass. Native Americans use obsidian to make arrowheads and knives. It is also polished for use in jewelry. Granite. This speckled igneous rock contains several different minerals, which you can see if you look closely at it. The quartz is clear, whereas the feldspar is dull white, gray, or pink, and the mica is black. Granite is strong, withstands weathering well, and is useful as a building material. It can be cut, chiseled, and polished to form handsome and durable monuments. You will probably not have much trouble finding a sample of granite because most of the rock deep below the surface of the land is granite. The rock below the ocean floor is another igneous rock, basalt. Let's move on to sedimentary rock. When water flows over land, it carries with it fine bits of soil, which it eventually deposits as sediment. If this sediment is pressed together under the water, it forms sedimentary rock. Sedimentary rock, which makes up about 75% of the Earth's surface rock, is usually found in layers above both the granite layer below the land and the basalt layer below the ocean floor. It contains different materials, such as sand, mud, and seashells that have been washed into the ocean and hardened into rock. Sedimentary rock can also form from the weathering of older rocks. Sandstone, limestone, and shale are all sedimentary rocks. Much sedimentary rock was formed from corals and seashells, and it yet is found all over the earth, even in places far from the ocean. The vast majority probably formed during the Great Flood of Noah's time. Limestone, a sedimentary rock made from bones, and seashells is limestone. Limestone has the same chemical makeup as ordinary chalk or chalk. However, limestone has impurities in it such as sand. There are many kinds of limestone, but one of the most important is the kind made into cement. Limestone is crushed into fine particles and mixed with silica from sand, shale, and other rocks. To convert the limestone mixture into cement requires a cement kiln. This huge furnace, which is longer than a football field and may be as wide as a multi-lane street, rotates slowly at a rate of about 1 turn per minute. The heat of the kiln converts the limestone mixture into marble-sized chunks called clinker. The clinker is mixed with another mineral, gypsum, and it's reground into a fine gray powder called cement. Cement is one of the most important building materials, combined in the proper proportions with water, sand, and gravel. Cement produces a very durable artificial rock called concrete. Sandstone. Sand is the main component of the sedimentary rock sandstone. Sandstone, which contains quartz, is used for making glass. Before large buildings were made out of the reinforced concrete, many were made out of sandstone. It is still used as a building material for small buildings. Shale. The sedimentary rock shale can be formed from mud, which is usually clay. Shale even smells like mud when it gets wet. It is often found in layers of sandstone or limestone. It is easily broken and is ground up for use in making bricks. Now let's do the last one, metamorphic rock. Metamorphic rock. If conditions are right, a rock of one kind changes to another kind with a completely different chemical composition and texture. Deep in the Earth's crust, rocks are exposed to tremendous pressure and temperature, which can alter their chemical makeup. Rocks thought to have changed from one type to another are called metamorphic rocks. Marble. Have you ever seen a beautiful marble statue or walked on a marble floor in an old railroad station? Marble is rock which was once limestone but was hardened as the result of extreme heat and pressure within the earth. It withstands weathering better than many rocks and is therefore useful for beautiful monuments and statues. Some statues which have been carved out of marble are over 2,000 years old. Vermont is the state that mines the most marble. Slate. Shale can harden and change in form to become slate. Slate is resistant to weathering and repels water, making it useful as roofing material. It has also been used for several hundred years for students to write on. Some chalkboards are made from slate, and in some countries, school children still use slate instead of paper. Alright, so we have our comprehension check here. It says identify each rock as either igneous, sedimentary, or metamorphic. So you're going to look for these in the chapter we just read, and then you'll write if it is igneous, sedimentary, or metamorphic. Make sure you look for it. Don't just take guesses, look for it. And then name the rock that best